Yeah, we back at it, laid black like it's a Craftmatic. I just blurred up and flirred up the lines. It don't matter. It's the Lab Chronicles once again. This like episode
17 or something like that?
17 plus, somewhere in there. It's yours truly, Slang You, along with my co-host, Cole Bridgen, to the right of me.
DJ Finn, what up?
No AKAs?
Nah, I got no more.
Too tired.
Yeah.
These guys have been here all day, so we're doing it real easy like today, real laid back like. But we got a special special guest in the building. All the way from well, this guy could be coming from anywhere, cause
I'm a world traveler, man.
He's on the award tour for real. My man J Scienide in the building. What up, brother?
I'm good. What's happening with you, man?
Oh, I'm here. I'm living.
Alright, I'm saying, it's good to be here.
Appreciate you coming through.
As always.
Indeed.
How many times have I been here? I've been here mad times, yo.
Trust me.
Yeah, yo.
But you're Canadian.
Yeah. Like
I might as well apply for a status or find a nice little Canadian girl.
Yeah, I was talking to the Uber driver about that. I'm like, my man. I'm like, he was telling me about his life. How it's so great over here. I'm like, my man, like, talk to me. Like, what's really good?
Real?
What's really real? Let me know what the science
number
is.
one on the list, free healthcare.
Exactly.
So you can afford to get sick.
Exactly.
You can afford to catch a cold here.
Yo, dude.
Thank God.
Exactly. That's the most important thing.
That's the one big deal.
Sheesh.
But you're here for live convention, right?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, like live convention.
It's passed. By the time this comes out,
it's just passed. But like
next year,
it's a convention. It's basically like for the diggers. Like everybody, you know what I'm saying. All the record collectors, everybody comes together. You know what I'm saying, for like this one time. It's almost like a family reunion to me, cause like all the diggers. Shout out to Cratery, cause like they help put that joint together. You know, shout out to my man RC and all the other people involved. Yeah, there's so many like other people like involved in it.
Dope.
But like, yeah, man, it's like my third year like coming up. And like, yeah, it's like to the point like I know a lot of like the collectors and the sellers and the people who gonna be there and stuff like that.
Indeed.
It's like almost
so
like
a family.
Fair. Yeah. It's dope. Yeah,
really
like,
and truly.
Yeah, like it's basically like I feel like in a past life or something I lived here before. Some wild shit like that.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, so it was dope. And I performed yesterday too.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah, last year.
We're gonna get to the Bozak. You track off of that, right?
Yeah, we performed a few joints last. Yeah, like a good set yesterday. It was crazy.
Dope.
Yo, shout out to Lab Chronicles, shout out to Cratery. You know what's up? Yo, famously. You know what I'm saying, my man. Yo. RC, everybody out there, so man.
Big up RC for real. Gotta get you on the show one day too.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna hold these guys accountable because I got a lot of promises.
Talk to them.
I got some promises last night.
Yeah.
So I want to get DTS on the show.
Dope.
I want to get Grouch was there last night.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember Fresh Kills.
Yes.
Fresh Kills is there.
Fresh Kills.
He said he's down, so I'm just holding these people accountable. So.
Yes.
Bunch of dope.
We have to run up on y'all, nigga. No, I'm joking.
Bozak was there. He's a friend of the show.
Yes, we gotta get. I was thinking about getting Bozak back on the show.
Yeah, why not?
Actually. I was thinking about that the other day. But speaking of that, actually, before I even get to that, I can't skip over the question. I know you guys have been here all day, but I'm gonna ask anyway. What are you guys listening to today?
Well, I mean, he got here a little bit later than me, but Buckwild was in the legendary Buckwild.
Shout out to Buckwild,
was in the studio.
DITC.
He was
Also,
cooking.
hold him accountable. He said he's gonna be on the show.
Well, I didn't ask him, but next time I see him, I'm gonna just put a mic in front of his face.
He probably be in when I come back too.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
The night.
Yeah, so what I've been listening to today has just been actually he did a joint on one of your beats. Scienide did a joint on one of your beats.
Respect.
And then Danielson and Buckwild is cooking up, so
Dope.
be on the lookout for that.
Dope.
I've been pretty much listening to old records today, and I was here with Danielson and Buck, but like you know what I'm saying, when they was cooking up right earlier. But like, so yeah, man, like my day, I just been listening to like that, and like on the way over here, like I was listening to, I don't know what else to listen, like Duran.
Duran?
Is it?
Duran.
Yeah, Hungry Like the Wolf. Yeah, Hungry Like the Wolf.
Of course, that's a classic tune.
Yeah.
Now that might be the most left fieldish Listen that we got.
That's
After
what
that
your
question.
man was playing in the Uber. I was like, all right, I know this joint.
Sin.
Yeah.
Hungry like
the
the
wolf.
wolf. Yeah, big tune.
That's
a
that
heavy
joint,
tune.
yo.
That's around the Teen
Shout out
Wolf,
to the
original Teen Wolf.
Oh, yeah.
But tell me, so Scienide, let's get into your history and your love for music. Where did that start? When do you remember falling in love with music? Assuming that you're still in love with it, because the way you move around.
Yo, I remember falling in love with music like my grandmother's collection, yo. She had like one of those old ass turntables, a floor thing, like you could open it up, and it'd be like a turntable, like it was a turntable inside.
Radio.
Yeah, the big,
everything
it was
on
just the
it.
big shit.
The amp and everything is in there.
And she had this record called A Little Caboose. It was a soul record. She like mad Joe Tex records and stuff like that. And like she would like just dance to these records and like just go in. And like, you know, seeing her go in and like on these records and like just dance. It was like some song called Shake Your Touche the Little Caboose. It was funky. It was like mad funky record like that. Like and seeing these records and like seeing the 45s, like her record collection. Like that's when I fell in love with music. I'm like, yo, this is like really soulful. That's when I was a little, like, probably like a baby, but like I realized that it was something funky. Like I knew about the soul. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it had to be that.
But it kind of sounds like it's almost the same time you fell in love with the record itself.
Yeah, the
'Cause
record.
I know
Yeah.
you're a digger, you're a collector somewhat. So when did those two things come at the same time, the music and the love for digging, and well, not at the same time, but you know what I mean?
I don't think that came at the same time. I think like the love of music, like that just came first. Like me digging and stuff. That's another thing I owe to my grandmother and my pops, because like my grandmother and my pops, mainly my grandmother, because as I got older and realized what samples were and stuff like that, it was from her collection. Like it was like, you know, all these records she had. I think the first one I really recognized is she gave me a lot of her records. She gave me this 145. It was Crusaders 45. It was probably the first one I ever had. It was like the Ballad of Little Joe.
Okay.
That's my first 45. I got it from my grandmother.
By the Crusaders, the Ballad of Little Joe?
It was by the Crusaders, and I played it. And that's the sample for Jay with the Damager, the Bitches.
Oh,
and I realized like that. I heard that, and that's when I was like, this sampling thing is crazy. But you know, now I think about it, even before that, yeah, like when I first heard like, I didn't really think about sampling or hip hop like that until I first heard like De La Soul or like the first Tribe Called Quest. I was like, the stuff that they was doing with these records, like, you know, Daryl Hall and John Oates, they was just sampling like the weirdest shit. And I'm like, yo, they're turning into different things, but then that's when me like hearing other people's stuff, but when I started getting my own stuff and I heard that, like the Bitches, I knew what that was. Yo, that just took me like to a whole nother world. It's like, when I heard that sample, my mind just went into space. Yo, it just went into space.
Touched you.
Yeah, it touched me. I was like,
which is
you got the
soul
goosebumps.
Music, like,
So I'm like, so I was like, yo, I could do something. Like I heard that, I was like, I could do something with this.
So what's the first record you bought yourself?
Wow.
Do you remember?
The first record I ever bought myself was Public Enemy, It Takes a Nation of a Million to Hold Us Back. I bought that and Kid and Play, Too Hype.
Totally opposite sides of hip hop at that time.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Party Dancing and the Revolutionary.
It was really like 3 albums. It was that, Kid and Play, Too Hype, and Born This Way, the Cookie Crew.
I don't know that one.
It's some British chicks. Like they were over in London. They was like, there was a British rap group. Stetson Sonic produced them.
Oh, see.
Daddy O and Prince Paul had mad beats on the album. Like, there was random. Instead of getting what everybody else was getting, I get the most random ass shit. And like, this is like my first time like buying records. But that Public Enemy joint,
that's the one that hit you first.
That's the one that hit me, because I ain't never heard shit like that in my life.
Yeah,
and like, you know, being a kid and like all my other friends was listening to like dumb shit, like, you know, well, not dumb, but like the hip hop that wasn't like
you remember seeing those guys?
It was a hip hop who there was like subpar hip hop beats, like when everybody was just going da-doom, doom, da-doom, da-doom, doom.
Yeah.
But then you got Rebel Without a Pause. How can you compare that to that?
Bomb Squad.
Yeah, Bomb Squad was like
very
the
underrated.
first time I saw like Night of the Living Bassheads. That's when I like, yo, oh, it's hip hop, but then it's this shit right here. So I could do something totally different. That like this is the De La Soul in Public Enemy. Let me know I could do something totally different. And them motherfuckers had like 1 million samples in them damn songs, yo. I'm like, yo, man, that was it.
So did the production come first? Because you produce and rap. So which lane did you touch first, or was it at the same thing at the same time type thing?
It was probably rapping first. My first rap was a Black History rap.
Scene.
Yeah, it was like me and 4 other brothers in our English class. We had to make a Black History rap. Of course, like our teacher was white, and who you gonna get to do Black History rap? The 4 black dudes who got in class. So I had to rap about Harriet Tubman, and like we all took somebody and stuff, and it was just so dope. We were all dope. Like when we did it, we all sat down to practice. That they had us go around different classes to do this rap over and over and over. Then like we had an assembly, we had to get up and do it. So like, and I think like that and like the response from the chicks,
man,
I was like, ooh, girls loving this.
First taste of the fame.
Yeah, the girl, I'm like, yo, I'm getting free pieces of cake and stuff from these chicks. I'm getting the looks. You know, get the like, you know, you walking with me in class. That's when I was like, that's when I got it. I felt it. It had to be from like rapping. That was the first thing.
See, so you wrote those raps too at the time? Okay.
Yeah, it's the first thing. It was.
That's dope.
Yeah, you write your first rap. You thinking like you think you like the greatest person in the world. Go back and listen to that shit now. You like, damn man. Fuck.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
Yeah. So okay, you know what I'm realizing? He's the first American artist on the podcast.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what's up, we got we gotta clap for that, but I gotta clap. Thank you.
So if I read this right, you were born in NC, but moved to DC? Mm-hmm. Is that right?
Yeah.
How many years have you been in DC?
I've been in DC for 10.
Okay.
Like
okay.
I was born in Charlotte, then back and forth like New York, DC. So back and forth like New York, then like Charlotte, then to DC.
Yeah. For the last 10 years. So what's life like out there?
DC is cool. DC is like a melting pot. It's like all kind of cultures, music. You know, we got our own scene like go-go. Then it's a big jazz community, R&B, soul. Then DC back in the 80s and the 90s, you know, the big punk. They had a big punk scene. It's a huge scene. God, who is it? Oh, Bad Brains. Bad Brains.
Okay,
is from DC.
yeah, I've heard about Bad
And it's funny.
Isn't a thing from DC?
HR, like, it's funny, like...
Inner Circle? Not Inner Circle. What's their names, though? Can't remember their name right now.
We got EU, Junkyard, so many bands and stuff like that. But it's weird, like Bad Brains. It's funny, while I was talking to Daniel's son, like, a couple of weeks ago. I was like, yo, you got a song with HR? And he's like, who? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, but he didn't really know who it was at first. Like, HR is like from Bad Brains.
Oh, is he?
He's like, yeah. And I'm like, yo, dude, that's big. Do you have a song with this guy?
Yeah.
Like, Bad Brains is like Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, like inductees, all of like Bad Brains is like the first real, besides Def, one of the first real big punk rock like black bands to ever do it. They were Afro punk before Afro punk was Afro.
That's
like
right.
we even like CBGBs and stuff like that. I know a lot of like about just new wave stuff like that. So like they're like that's big. And for you to have a song with one of these people, yo, how the fuck did you do that? And that is ill. So we was talking about that. That's crazy. Shout out to Bad Brains. Shout out to Danielson.
Dope. So, being that you live over there, and I know you're all around the world, how do you compare the Toronto scene to the DC scene, or to scenes all over?
I mean, like, DC is cool. It's like, to me, it's kind of like, it's cliques. It's kind of cliquish. Like, it's a lot of, like division and stuff like that. But when everybody comes together, it's dope. And I see that, like, the same thing with Toronto. But for some reason, like, when I come here, or, like, I see what everybody's doing in Toronto, like, creativity just gets sparked. Like, it's something about, I don't know, it's something in the air, like, here, like, you know what I'm saying, like, that, when I come here, I don't take that shit for granted at all. Like, when I come here, like, I want to go see this or that. Like, you know, it don't matter what it is. I just think, like, here, like, you guys, y'all got something. Y'all on the brink. Like, y'all on the brink. Like, besides the OVO stuff and everything,
right.
Yo, that's over there.
The next wave.
Yo, this right here is like, this whole wave of MCs and producers. This is the new way. This is what's gonna happen. This is next.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? It's like next level. And I try to tell people that. You know, so you know, that's how I see it. It's a lot of similarities, but like y'all got it right now for real.
Yeah, we gotta talk to Trudeau and get this guy his full status.
Yo,
He'd be an ambassador of hip hop for Canada, basically. That's dope. So okay, so we talked about how you started the rapping. How did you start the production?
oh man,
How did
like,
that come into play?
dude, I'm from like, all the cats that were around me were like a little bit older.
Same.
And they didn't have any equipment and anything like that. So we didn't have equipment for a while. So what we did have, I had like hand-me-down like 8-second sampler. That's how I started, like a Gemini 8-second sampler.
Okay.
And 2
I had
tape
one
decks.
of those.
You know
I had
what
one
it
of
was?
those.
Yeah, that and like 2 tape decks. And they taught me, those older cats, they taught me how to make these little pause breaks.
See.
We take a piece of tape and put it in there and just keep looping everything over and over and over. And we would like loop drums and everything, take an 8-second sampler, and we would go do shows, like talent shows.
With that?
And let's rock and win them shits. Yeah.
And what year is this roughly? Or even how old?
I'm old.
How old were you then?
Nah. I think I was probably like, I'm just messing with you. I was probably like 12, 13.
Okay.
Like, they were probably like in 16, 17.
Yeah.
And so I watched them, you know, they was scratching and all this other stuff. Like, you know, and I was just so intrigued by it, like, wow. And then too, we started getting like equipment, like started to be able to get stuff, but we always kept those little pause breaks and like the 8-second sampler shit. And then like cats started getting like a Kai S20s and stuff. So, you know, things kind of changed. Like, it was like this one thing, my boy had like an MS1. Okay. It's little black, little sam. It's like a little. It looked like a calculator.
Okay.
And like, yo, he was making beats off of that. But like, yeah, like that's how everything came up. Then I had all these records, so you know, it was just basically like the tape, using the tape deck and like just trying to figure out how to do that shit on an 8-second sample and making low loops.
Right.
And figuring out how to trigger the shit and make the shit do like little sequences.
Yeah. The good old days.
Yeah, man.
So, but did the production started before the crate digging then?
I think the crate digging came
before.
Yeah, I think the crate digging came within the production because I just had all these records, but I didn't know what to do with them.
Right.
My grandmother just gave me all these records. Then my dad had records, and like, you know, like your parents had records. You trying to scratch them, fucking them all up. Yo, so I think I wanted to be a DJ.
Okay.
And then like, you know, I wanted to be a DJ. And then like, I was just fucking up records. I was watching my boy do all these tricks and stuff. I'm like, man, I ain't got time to learn.
Can't do all that.
So like, maybe I should have started learning how to make beats. So, and I think I made beats because other people, I couldn't get other beats from other people, and some of the other stuff people was making was just whack.
Right.
So yeah,
it wasn't what you wanted.
No.
So you make your own.
Yeah, so I had to try to I had to make my own shit.
Yeah.
So it was horrible beats, yo. Damn.
So what was like the equipment? What's your go-to equipment around these times?
My go-to equipment around this time was like, those samplers that I had got an S20 and a Kai S20 and had no idea what the hell I was doing with it.
Right.
So I tried to figure it out. So I was making beats off the S20 and and also trying to go back to that little 8-second sampler, but and like that and break beats and stuff like that. So I was using all this stuff to make beats then, and then like at that time I was just like, man, I thought I was doing something with them drugs, yo. It just was terrible, but like it was like the S20. I started with that.
What point did you get? What was it like? The point where you're like, okay, I know what I'm doing. Like, yeah, I'm pretty good at this.
Man, I still don't know what I'm fucking doing.
Oh, don't kill me.
I'm telling you, I still don't know what I'm doing. It ain't getting to that point yet.
Yeah,
it's not getting,
Still,
it's like I just make stuff the way that I know how to make it. It might be the most Stone Age caveman way to do it.
That's how I feel.
But like, yeah, man, as long as it comes out the way it does.
Yeah.
But like, I'm still trying to figure it out,
Indeed.
yo. But like, it just shocks me that people. Sometimes it just shocks me that people actually like it. Like, you like that? Yeah. And they be like, word. I'm like, okay. Sometimes I do know when I got something. I'm like, yo, yeah, I got you, bitch.
Right.
I got you. When I make something, yeah. Like, certain beats are like that. Like when I did, I did mostly everything for my album.
Okay.
Everything, like the first album.
Yeah.
When I did that beat, that ghetto beat with me and Kev.
Yeah.
I knew I had something.
Right off top.
Hell yeah. Like I get a beat to like 2 or 3 people, and they was like, well, I don't know, I don't see it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you don't see it? Give it back. So yeah.
As a rapper producer, do you ever run into, or how do you deal with the, man, I don't know if I should get this to anybody because this is for me.
I deal with that like that all the time. Yeah. Like I mostly rhyme off of more of my stuff than I give to people. Which I'm gonna start giving out more beats like now. Definitely. But like it's hard, man, cause like you get stingy. Then like sometimes you give people stuff you like wonder like what are they gonna do with it?
Right.
Like I'll give I'll give some stuff to some people, and I'm just like, man, I'm most definitely taking this back, man. But like, yeah, cause I'm like that. But like, it's certain people like in like crew or like low budget people, I'll give beats to. Like Kev, I give. And it's weird to give. I even had to even give a beat to like somebody like Kev Brown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but like he'll take it and he'll run with it. Like he'll do something with it.
So speaking of Kev Brown, because I was gonna get into that, how did that connect happen? How did you meet Kev Brown? How did you guys get to the point where you're making a project together? Like all of that.
Oh man, well that's wild because I met Kev at a studio session.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was just like. I knew who he was. We met each other before, maybe it was like this, what's up? Like he was on the other side of the room or something. Yeah. Like I met him at a Diamond District show, and so I was like, yo, just like what's up? I was new to the area. I didn't really know nobody, so I just spoke to people, and that was it. Like to try to show my face around there. So anyway, I got a friend of mine. He invited me to like this studio session to come check out these beats these dudes are doing. Like that shit was like the beats was whack. Whoa. And so it was really whack, and it was like a couple of chicks in there. Everybody was in there just cooling, and I looked off into the side, and Kat was over there messing with his MP. Okay. And we just started talking, and like yo. I ended up I guess he rode with one of those people there. I ended up just driving home that night and letting him hear some of the stuff that I was doing. And we probably talked that whole ride for 2 or 3 hours. And that right there kind of solidified something okay, this dude know what he's doing. We kind of on the same page. And then we just started seeing each other out. And then it just grew from there. So
was this before he was Kev Brown or
no? He's always been Kev Brown. He was established. Yeah. It was just he was established. He had just came back from Europe on Europe and stuff. A lot of stuff was going on. This was 2000. I would say 2011, 2012, around that time. So he was established. He already did stuff for De La Soul.
Right.
Like Jazzy Jeff stuff, the Marley Marl. Right. He had already did all that stuff. Okay. So yeah, he was established. So yeah, man, it was just me when I came to DC, it was just basically me trying to like fit in and like see who was doing what, and that was it.
Right.
So I was trying to, like when I first came, I ain't tell nobody around. I was just analyzing everything.
Scene.
All I did beats, I was analyzing everything. That's all.
Right.
Yeah, but that's how I met Kev, yo. That's the family right there.
So fast forward, you guys did the project. Was it last year or is it this year?
Oh, we did it. It came out in August. Drum machine take a set. Yeah.
Drum machine take a set.
Yeah.
So okay, how does that? Tell me, how did the title come about? Give me the whole concept of the album.
If you listen to that album, that shit sounds like a drum machine and a tape cassette.
Yo,
it's dusty.
Simple as that.
Yo, it's like we took our 2 drum machines and we made the sound is gritty. Like I was telling Finn earlier, yo, we recorded that joint in the studio, cramped studio, records, like we finished like in a weekend. 2 handheld mics. Going back and forth like over each other's beats. I told him we should do like a J-Lib project. So we should both rhyme on each other's shit.
Right.
And so it came out like it came out the way it did. And it came out dusty. We wanted it to sound dusty. This is what when we made that album, like we wanted it to be like Kev says, like he wanted it to sound like a Hit Squad album.
Scene.
Like the Headbanger.
Okay.
Like just to be dusty, like some EPMD type shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, I'm with it. Like, let's go. So that's what it sounds like. We cross between that, like a J-Lib project, Step Brothers, like, the Alchemists.
Those vibes, okay.
Yeah, like Gang Green. Like we wanted it to be some shit like that.
Scene.
Yeah, and I think we accomplished it because that shit doing good.
What was the drum machines that you guys used?
MPC. NBC Live, my ASR X,
Scene.
all of that, like yo, see as a dinosaur, I see your eye. I see like ASR X, yeah.
And you guys made that in a weekend, basically?
Yeah, we did. Basically, it was like in a weekend. Like I went to his crib Saturday morning, and with a stack of records. Me and a homegirl of mine, she had shout out to Lou. She had a stack of records. She's a DJ too. We all had stacks of records, and we sat there and did this shit. Like I might have went out and made a run like to 7-Eleven or something like that.
Yeah.
Come back, like Ken Starr, somebody else, another rapper was there. They might just came by and we was like, yo, just drop a verse. So we was writing. It was like a party.
That's dope.
Yo, so like we had fun when we made it. You know what I'm saying? And we just, man. That was a powerful weekend, yo.
Tough.
Yeah, I went home and wrote, came back in the morning.
Back at it.
Yeah, it was back at it. It's the chemistry. The chemistry was on point.
No.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah, check that drum machine. Take a set out, yo. Go get that, yo. The vinyl's
Kev Brown
almost
and
done.
J Scienide.
Yeah, yup.
Okay, so you know what? I'm going to segue into the top 5 because the top 5 is somewhat of a collaboration type thing.
All right.
So the top 5. DJ MC Finn, tell him what it is.
I mean, he listens to the podcast. He knows the rules. We're just doing top 5. We got a random top 5. You go through. It could change at any moment. It's just we go shot for shot. Everybody gives their answer until we get to 5.
And this week's top 5, it's gonna be our dream collaboration. So who's the top 5 artists?
Is it dead or alive or only alive?
Shit. I want to say alive, man.
Okay.
I want to say alive because dead makes it a little too easy.
Okay.
Yeah, let's say alive. We'll do dead another time. Put it that way. So top 5 artists that are alive. So that could be producer, singer, rapper. Shit, they could direct your video if you can think of that way if you want. That you would like to work with today. Because tomorrow might change, like Quinn just said.
Oh, you want to go first?
Yeah, guess first.
So we go 1, 1, 1, then go 1, 1.
Yeah, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, basically.
Madlib.
Yeah.
Right up the top.
I can see that though. Definitely hear that.
Like rhyme, like I like weird beats and stuff. I like real obscure like type stuff. It's gotta be like Madlib. I've been a fan for like a long time. I met him like one time, like, I met him like at a Main Source show.
No, see him.
Yeah, like when Main Source got back together, like at SOBs in New York.
Okay.
And he came. And like, it was like, you would think fucking Prince was there or some shit. Yo, everybody was there.
Yeah.
Like everybody, everybody was there.
But he just had
everybody, yeah. But like he was on the side of him and Egon was just there, and he was just like, I just shook his hand, talked to him for a minute. You know, you motherfuckers be like, oh man, I never washed my hands or some shit like that. Like, man, cool, brother. Man,
that's how you felt.
Yeah, I mean, I washed my damn hands.
Yeah. But that vibe.
Yeah, you gotta be Mad Lib.
I hear you that way. Oh, that's amazing. Mad Lib, okay.
Since you said any art form, I would have to say, because of the line of work I'm in, I'll say Quentin Tarantino.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's dope.
That's a good call.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good call.
I'll say Tarantino.
Yeah. Shoot, I'm busy here admiring your guys' picks. I didn't even think of my first one. All my friends are dead. Let me think. Alive? Oh, Nas. Nas, definitely. I would love to do a track with Nas.
Oh, fair.
Whether it's me producing it or us both rapping. More so rapping, funnily enough.
Yeah,
I like to challenge myself with Nas on a track.
That's that dude, man.
Yeah.
Let's see, my fourth would probably be MF Doom. But like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah, man, I'm like, we run in certain same circles. But my first production credit was on an album with Doom.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Like his it's a group like in Atlanta called Prophetics. Like y'all know two of the members, Eddie Meeks and John Doe from Southern Vanguard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to manage them.
Oh,
they're a little older than me. Yeah.
Okay.
So like it's another thing too. I used to manage artists.
Oh, I didn't know
have
that.
my own label.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I used to manage them, and it was like my ex-wife at the time. She managed them. We both did. Then I took over. And like, we was working on their first album. Like Doom was on it, so met him a few times.
Dope.
Like, without.
So it can happen.
Yeah.
That's not.
So it can happen.
That's not far fetched.
Yeah. Who knows? Like it can happen. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool brother. Whatever.
Seen.
You know what I'm saying? I remember one time we was at A3C. Me and my man Jax. Like, rest in peace. We was at the bar. And like he came up to the bar and he he was like talking to us for a while. And like he bought us some drinks. I remember Souls from Michigan ago. This is like one of the first A3Cs.
Seen.
And he came through because this is when he was living in Atlanta before he got deported back to London. And so he was talking to us for a while and stuff like that. And then Jax is like, he's laughing. He's like, you know who that was? Like, right? I'm like, yeah, it's dude because you don't have the mask on. And it was so funny. Like people were walking past him and like they didn't know who he is. It's
which is like, probably why you wore the mask in the first place.
Because like shout out to him. Shout out to DJ Fisher. DJ Fisher gave me my first record deal back in the days, and he was like, he was Doom's manager.
Seen.
Yeah, him and MF Grimm. They gave me my first joint. My first shot. So shout out to them, but it be Doom.
Oh, I can hear that. So it's Mad Lib and Doom. Cyanide so far. No sort in order.
It
doesn't matter what order.
It is what it is. I would say based off of his talent and what we would be able to create, maybe like Anderson .Paak.
Yeah.
Give me some live breaks and a hook.
Yeah, that's true.
All of that.
That's right. That's true.
Set, oh man, that would be crazy.
That would be dope. That would be dope. Shoot. Why am I having such a hard time? This was like my idea. Dream collaboration. My fourth or second, whichever way you want to call it.
This is your second.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to say Vibes Cartel.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
He's still
locked up.
Right?
It's definitely feasible because he's still making records locked up. So he in jail or out of jail, it's feasible.
It don't stop the creativity, man. It don't stop.
That's a fact.
It might enhance it for some, although I don't know how. But yeah, Vibes Cartel.
My third would probably be the underground king of the moment, Rock Marcy.
Scene.
Yeah.
Scene. That makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that. Like,
that makes sense.
I can see that. That'll be dope. Like, like I would love to produce something for him. So yeah,
dope.
You know what I'm saying?
So more so than rap with him?
Both, but like more so like produce, like produce something for him. I think that would really be dope. And like that's something I could be like, yo, damn, I did that. Dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, I got my next one.
I would say for my next one, he's like a new underground king, The Butcher.
Yeah, I was gonna say him too, but I left him out for my.
He's like one of my favorite rappers right now.
Yeah, I can see that. And that's not far fetched either. That's sooner than later, to be honest. Mine is because I always wanted to make a song with this guy from way back, so I can't leave him. Socrates. Always, even if it's just a chorus, I'll take it. With something, I'd even produce for him too. Whatever, either or.
Yeah, who else?
I mean, there's so many, but you know.
Oh, damn! Like no order. Like I'm just thinking. I'm like all hip hop right now. Alchemist.
Yeah. I was gonna say that. Yeah. Alchemist.
I would have said that too.
I would love like to get a beat from him or like either do a beat for him because I think Al is a dope rapper too.
He wasn't bad.
Either way, he's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Producers. But I'm like, yo, if I could get something from him, that was like, you know, I'm just throwing that out there in the universe.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I always thought Al was like, I don't know, it was something I read somewhere. I remember how his beats used to be like really industry type beats, and then one day he started listening to like a lot of Madlib, like he's just like, oh man, you can like he came to like this conclusion like you could basically sample and do whatever you want to do, and that's because you ever notice how he was more straight laced back in the days, until now he does every all kind of because like he basically like went left and like I said, so that's dope. So I'm like, yo man, I can see that like getting stuff from him that would be ill.
Dope. Yeah. Dope. What numbers that? 3?
That's 4 for me.
That's 4.
Yeah,
4 for me coming up. In the same vein, and he makes my list every week. In one way or another. Havoc.
Yo, you are Havoc, dude. Havoc is that dude, man.
Havoc super fast.
It's not Havoc, it's
Shook Ones alone.
That alone solidifies him. Alone.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
I mean, that song alone.
I can see that.
But, you know,
I can see that.
I was a Mobb Deep, definitely Mobb Deep, Capone and Noriega, them shits raised me back in the day.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that. Reportedly soon to come out with an album, and I hope it's true. Andre 3000.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what that's going to be. Whatever we would make, I have no idea which direction it's going to go in, but it's going to be dope. And it's going to be surprising, it's going to be dope. So I go with Andre 3000.
3 stacks.
Let's see, my last one would probably be...
I gotta start thinking my last one.
This is left. Probably be like Erykah Badu. I do something for Erykah Badu, man. I have a sing on something. Yeah, man. It's gotta be Erykah. I've always been a fan.
Yeah.
Like of hers. Yeah. Like her, like she just go there, yo. Her writing, all that shit. So it gotta be Erykah.
Yeah, that's bad.
If I'm gonna go a little bit left field for my last one, I would say Chronix.
Oh yeah.
I like to do some shit with Chronix. I know he could freak a hip hop beat, or I could do some sort of reggae fusion type boom bap roots type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely. I get that, yo.
Definitely manageable. Yeah, that's a good pick. And I'm stalling.
You the last.
The last one.
You the last.
Because I wanted to come with something a little left fieldish, but I can't think of nobody. So, actually, it's gonna be left field for me. I wouldn't mind doing something with like Amigos or something like that.
Something different.
Yeah, some challenging, different type hip hop for me. Migos. Or I might bring them over to this lane. Might bring them over.
They could probably fit. I mean, they got
a
song with Alchemist.
Yeah.
They do it. Yeah. That's right. So there you have it. That's the top 5.
Yo,
Don't forget to put your top 5 out there and let us know what it is. Yeah, back to Cyanide's life. A day in the life of Scienide. So you're saying you managed, which I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You managed a few groups, and you have a record label currently,
I had it then. Like I had a label. It was called Brookliner Records. It was like a bunch of us from Brooklyn and North Carolina. So
no.
Of course, it's fucking Brookliner Records.
Yeah,
so it was like it wasn't like rocket science with that shit. So it was like a bunch of family. Like most of the cats I grew up with, everybody was MCing or making beats or doing something. So we did that. I put like the first, like, I got distribution through like Domination Recordings. It was Day by Day, which is through DJ Fisher from MF Doom's people and MF Grimm.
Yeah.
So I got like distribution through them. And like, their label had a lot of people. Like, we had our label mates was like Monster Island, Caesars or something. That was like a group that MF Doom had.
Okay.
Like, it was like a whole bunch of like the different artists.
Mm-hmm.
It was them, Mocha Only.
Oh, see.
Yeah, and a couple like
Only from here?
Yeah, from here.
Was it Edmonton?
No, from
Winnipeg?
Vancouver, I think.
Is he from Vancouver? Okay.
Yeah, it was a few it was a few of us like that was on that label, but yeah, that was it. Put out a 12-inch with my homeboy, shout out my brother Cam Moore, aka he's the MC Superstition. Okay. Like he used to be like my neighbor.
Oh, see.
So yeah, so like
easy transition.
Yeah, it was easy. You know what I'm saying? Because he was doing stuff then, and like it's funny, like he was doing like stuff. Then he was going on tour, and like I remember at that time I had to give a big shout out to his wife Ann, because like I remember that time I had stopped doing everything with the label, and it was like nobody was really doing anything, so I kind of like to let the label go, and like I wasn't really rapping or anything like that. She was like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. You need to get back into this rap shit." Yeah. And she was like the one. And
you need a good woman around at all times, fellas.
And that's my sister right there. She was like, "Yo, you can do it. Get back into it." Him like watching Super, like doing stuff and go around the world, and him doing stuff with like different artists and stuff like that. That kind of like prompted me to get it going. Dope. And I mean, he like my first like ever like national, like really national release. It was a song with him, like with this group from the Netherlands. They put us on to like a song, and like he gave me the chance to do a verse on that joint. So that joint helped out a lot. There was like a lot of heavyweights on that album, like me, Guilty Simpson, Odyssey, like a whole bunch of people. Kev was on that album, a whole bunch of people. So yeah, I forgot the name of the group, but that helped me out a lot, yo.
Okay, so I want to ask you, like, you seem to have. We were talking about it earlier. Sibs said it that you're like a master networker.
Yeah,
master networker. That's an important tool that a lot of people don't talk about in the music industry. How did you? Is it natural or did you develop?
I think it's natural, man. I just got like the gift of gab. Like I know how to like talk to people. I don't be talking to nobody at people. I play my position. I don't like do anything bananas. Like one thing that I do is like one thing. It don't matter who it is, or like if somebody plays something or like put me on a playlist or like whatever. Yo, I always say thank you. Yo. It don't matter who it is. Right. Yeah, I always say thank you. It matters. Like, I like when I meet somebody and stuff like that, or like we got a connection. I always check in on them and stuff. Right. It's just natural.
It's not something that you develop thinking, okay, I gotta make sure I gotta say thank you. It's just something that
it's just you. It just flow. It's like it's flow. It's natural. I mean, don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. Like somebody calling me wrong, I can be a dick. Yeah. But like at the same time, I'm like, yo, I've always been that way. Like that's just me. I'm just a people person. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna take time out to talk to you. You gonna take time out to talk to me. Like I've always been that. Like I try to gain people's respect. Right. And they get my respect. So I just try to treat people. You just gotta treat people the way you want to be treated. Exactly. It's easy. Yeah. And I don't know why it's like some people like seem like it's the hardest thing. But like just treat them like you want to be treated and stuff, man. Indeed. Yeah.
What would you say networking has? What's the benefits of your networking ability?
I mean, like,
what's some of the things that you've gotten just straight off of?
people looking out on songs, like I guess like placements, like if I need like a beat or a verse or something like that. Just like those things. If I'm coming into town, well, a place I don't really know too much about, like, you know, you hooking me up, like meeting up with me and stuff like that, showing me around, introducing me to another person who I could connect, and also I guess like do work with also and stuff like that. It's like this building, like boom, 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 like kind of like here. Like the first time I came here, I just started meeting people, and I came back over and over and over, like over and over and over. Like, yo, y'all see me all the time. Like I'm like,
he's a resident.
Yeah, I'm basically like a resident. So yeah, man, like it's just like I say, yo,
building relationships is important.
Yes, it's building relationships is like really important. And I say I hustle. You see me hustling, like you follow me on Instagram or anything, you see me like people posting the records and stuff like that. Cause I'll just ask them and they actually be happy about doing shit like that. And like, yeah, man, it's just like take time out to talk to people and stuff, man. You never know.
Show
you
love
never know.
and love will come back to you, basically. Boomerang love. That's what
it will. Yo, it will.
That's real shit though.
It will.
So yeah, okay, we did touch on this earlier. The Bozak, you and Bozak got to join up. Popular Mechanics.
That album's called Popular Mechanics. Shout out to my brother Bozak Morris.
Shout out
Bozak Morris on the beat.
He's a lab alum.
Yeah, indeed.
Yes.
So how did that come about?
That album came about. It's weird. Like the first time I went to the Lab convention.
Oh yeah.
I met like me and Bozak was talking before that. I heard about him through Dave, my man Dave. Okay. And so we had talked to each other like via like, you know, emails and like Instagram and stuff like that. So when we came up for the first Live convention, that's when we first met. But before that, I had already recorded a song for him. Which was Capiche. Okay. It was just gonna be a single. Right. But we came up, he shot a video and stuff like that, and we just started working on the album, like Popular Mechanics, after that. We didn't have a title for it yet, but I just came up here, I kept coming up here and like meeting people and building. So I mean, one time I came up here and we just hunkered down like in his studio. Right. And we just like basically just finished the whole project.
So how long would you say roughly it took?
I would say it probably took us like 5-6 months. Okay. Because we had to like lock down the guest appearances, and I was still like my first album, like the actual heat, that really started taking off. Right. So I didn't really get that much time to like come back and forth, but then like I did get a minute, and like I guess like once everything started like. Well, shit still ain't similar with that album. That album's still selling, so I can't even say that. But I'm like, man, like when I got a minute, I started to writing out everything for like that album, and I just came up here and started recording. And so when I told him, I was like, yo, I got the title for the album, man. He like, what is it? Like, we're gonna call it Popular Mechanics.
And where did that come from?
Like, my dad used to get the magazines, like back in the days, the Popular Mechanics magazines. I used to get them joints. Yeah. And I used to just look at that shit when I was a kid, and I always thought it was a dope name. And like the way, and then also like and I also saw like me and Bozak, you know, we also making names for ourselves, and like I make beats, like we it's like we mechanics with this shit. True. We fixing this shit up. True. You make beats.
That's one of the things it is.
It's like, yo, we technicians. It's like funky technician, but Finesse got that. Yeah. We could have been funky. We could have been the funky technicians, but Popular Mechanics. Like, yo, why not? It was like a dope name. And as soon as I told him the name, it's like ding, light bulb went off, and now like that's it. Nothing else. So I think it fit. And it's those moments. Yeah, and it's also like we wanted the album to sound like kind of like industrial and kind of dark and dense, and I think that name kind of matches that. Yeah, same thing with the artwork for the album.
Yeah. The artwork's dope. Bozak did that? Is it Bozak did that?
It's this dude. God, where my phone at? Yeah, I'll pass it. It's like I don't want to mess the name up. I do not want to mess up his name.
We don't mess up names unless we have to. Here at the Lab Chronicles.
Yeah, I don't like messing up his name, because like when I saw that artwork, Dude, we knew it was like exactly like what we wanted.
It was in your head the same type of way.
Yeah, his name is Christopher West.
Okay.
Christopher West Johnson.
Okay.
Yo.
Dope
Yeah,
artwork though.
Yeah, I saw it. It was like, that's what they need. Very industrial, very weird looking.
And that came out this year. I know.
That album came out in May.
So you ain't playing around.
This summer, I had a great summer, yo.
And so Actual Heat, which you just touched on, came out a year before that?
That came out, yeah. It's Actual Heat is 2 years old now.
It's 2 years now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I said, I'm still selling. Like, that album's still selling. Like,
Is that your best selling project so far? Like, does he say that's the album that kind of got your name out there more?
That album most definitely got my name out there.
See.
Like, I put out singles before that, like a whole batch of singles, and like, I did a lot of work. But like, when I put that out, that was my baby, man. Like, that album, because at that time, like, I had just went through like I went through a divorce. I had like moved out, and like I ain't have my records on me and stuff. So I was like, I had a basement apartment. And I would just sit there, and I was just like, I guess. No, I was like, what am I going to do? And like, what's the next move? And like, all of us, I was sitting there looking I was in the bathroom, was looking in the mirror. I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll just get my records and grow a beard or some shit. I don't know. So one day I was just sitting there, and I was thinking, and like, the sun just came through the fucking blinds and shit, like, oh. I was like, yo, let me get back into this music shit. Let me do this music shit. Yeah, so I just started doing singles, and I started working on that album. And yeah, that shit was like, that was, like I said, that was my baby, yo. So when that shit dropped,
therapeutic type thing.
Yeah. I dropped that like in April of like 2017 or some shit.
Right, okay.
Yeah, 2017. When that shit dropped, I went to bed that night. Man, I woke up that morning. Like the sun all over again. So yeah, it was great, man. It was a great feeling.
Dope, and it's still doing well.
Yeah,
that's good. That's real good.
Shout out to everybody who's bought it or like played anything from it. Like all the DJs and everything. Like from the local DJs, the Funkmaster Flex, everybody. So it was good. Yeah,
dope.
It was a good time. That was a good time in life right there, yo.
I got like 2 more questions for you.
All right.
One being, in terms of your production or when you're gonna make a beat, first, like, give me your process roughly. Like I like to say, what do you do? Light candles, burn some sage, pour white rum in the corner of the room, or what? How did turn the lights low?
Nah, I like
a stripper pole. What's going on?
That'd be great. I like to I'll turn on some TV, have some shit that's playing in the background.
Yeah.
Give me some old ass shit. It don't matter what it is. Yeah. Like, it could be an interview or the news. I like to light an incense.
Yeah.
I like to light an incense and like,
certain type of incense or just...
I like Egyptian musk or something, some Kush or something like that. Musk. Yeah, I did what's that, non-chopper? Like something like some regular shit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, nothing fancy. And then I just go through some records and listen to them. Sometimes I'll make the drums first. Nowadays, I've been making the drums first.
Okay.
Like, I'll make the drums, make some weird drums, chop up some shit, and then I might find a couple of samples to go on top of it.
Right.
Or sometimes if I find a loop, I just chop that loop up and just go.
Okay, so and when you're listening to the records, are you the type to listen to the beginning? Like, how much of the record do you listen to? Do you listen to the whole song?
I'll skim through it, and then I'll skim through it. Then I'll come back and I'll listen to the whole thing.
Okay.
But like I'll skim through a record for a minute. If I'm skimming through and I hear certain stuff, I'll if it's at one place, I'll sample that. It's another part, I'll chop it and I'll just chop it all up. Chop. Yeah, I do it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like an easy process. Like I got an old dinosaur. I got the MP at the crib, and I also got that old dinosaur as ASR.
You still using those?
Yeah. Look, man, let me tell you something about that ASR, man. That joint is battle tested, yo.
Indeed.
It's fucking up on me. I made a beat before I came here. It's fucking up on me. I'm just shaking my head. Like, that's why I was like, why the fuck am I still doing this to myself? Yeah. Like, I put it like this. You ever seen you ever watch Star Wars?
Yeah.
You know Han Solo?
Yeah.
the Millennium Falcon, remember how fucked up it was? You had to hit that shit before you go into hyperspace. Yeah. That's me in the ASR.
Always got him up.
Yeah, but it always come through. You know, I be bringing that shit over Kev house. He just be looking at me like this, like he just be like, dude. But then he'll see what I'll make. He'll be like, yeah, you can't front on it because he's a witness.
Results.
Yeah,
no matter how you get there, it's as long as you get there.
Yeah, as long as you go. And this is something I tell anybody. I don't give a fuck who you are. I tell anybody this, like, it's not the machine that you got, it's the ear. Yep. If you ain't got that ear, you ain't got shit. Yep. You gotta have that ear, yo.
It's true.
Yo, if you got the ear, it don't matter. Like you can make beats with fucking a fucking plate of some spoons or some shit. If you got that ear, it's gonna be dope.
It's not the wand, it's the magician.
Exactly.
That's the magic.
Yeah, that's the magic.
Yeah, that's true indeed. So is it all you use right now? Those two, it can't be all.
That's all. That's it. And a gang and a bunch of records. And I don't even use the MP like that much. I use the ASR most of the time.
Which MP is it?
It's an XL.
See.
Yeah. But like most of the time, like I just use that. I use that joint, man. Yeah.
And how often do you make beats roughly?
Like I try to make something like every week, like maybe 2 or 3 a week. Okay. But like I've been like recently like working on the next album and like doing features for people and like like I said, and me and Kev's out. I've just been busy like and trying to sell records and stuff like that. So I write in spurts. That's another thing too. Like I write in spurts. Like I can sit in here and write, but like it's gonna be cool. But like if I go home. I got the TV on, something stupid, something crazy, like that I'm watching TV and like doing this. Like I swear I be watching like the weirdest shit, and I could just get something out of that, or like it just sparks something. I could go take a walk. True. Like which I like doing like a lot of, and it gives me inspiration. Like tomorrow I'll probably go for a walk somewhere around here. Yeah. And like, man, like being in Canada gives me inspiration. So yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
So how'd you get the name?
J Scienide?
Yeah.
That's a damn good question.
Yo, okay, so J, like on a lot of the older stuff that I did, like most people know my middle name is James. Okay. So that's where the J comes from. The SCI comes from scientific. How I got scientific is my involvement with the Nation of Gods and Earths, like the Nation of 5%. My attribute was scientific. Everybody used to call me Scientific Allah. Okay. So it comes from science, like scientific. My it's like my lightner God. He like gave me that name Scientific, cause like I was like doing beats and stuff like that back then. They was like, you like a little scientist. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna use that. Then the cyanide, like how I use that last part, is like the way I rhyme. It's not it's not the easiest pattern. It's like my style is just really like zigzag, like it's a little unorthodox. And like, but the way I spit shit, like my homeboy is like, man, you spitting like that cyanide. I'm like, I like that. So that's how you get the name J Scienide. Okay. Spelled like that, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, dumb.
Yeah.
Who would you say influences your rap style? Or who influenced?
Who influenced my rap style? Yeah. Like, I'm from that, it's a whole bunch of us from that school of Kool Keith. The ultramagnetic school. We from that ultramagnetic. Yeah, like Kool Keith is the like cool, like I would say Kool Keith, Kool G Rap, people like that, but it's gotta be Kool Keith, cause Kool Keith is the kooky one. Kool Keith is the grandfather and the father of like a lot of the underground cats like right now, like your Rock Marcy's, all these other people. And like we all are like cut from that cloth. We all don't rhyme alike, but if you have like this unorthodox style of anything, you came from Kool Keith.
Yeah, that's a fact though.
You came from Keith. So he's
ultramagnetic MCs.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I wouldn't have thought that before, but now you said it's like yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And what about your production wise?
I would say, like, production-wise,
Madlib?
Like, people like Madlib, but, like, I would say me, because don't nobody make shit like me.
Scene.
Like, dude, I'll start to drum like on a 3 or something weird, and like Kev be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what is this? Like, we like trying to, like, I'm dumping a beat. He like, yo, how did you do? Okay, never mind. He like, it's J Scienide. I say he'd be like, it's a J Scienide beat. Never mind. Like, where does it start? Like, why did it start like that? Like, everybody be like, what? Huh? J Scienide beat. Never mind. It's like that. Yeah.
See,
I shouldn't even have to ask.
So you're a unicorn in your estimation.
Basically, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's dope.
I'm like that. No, I'm not a unicorn. I'm like that. What's the little nigga with this half goat? The little nigga Pan with the flute. They used to have all the broads.
It's a minotaur, I think.
Oh, whatever he is.
Centaur, Minotaur.
Yo, Pan, the little dude.
I know what you're talking about.
With the little flute thing. He used to have all the chicks, little butt naked chicks in the woods. That's me.
See. So what's next? What's on the plate? What's coming up? What's coming? We got, I know the Popular Mechanics is out there. Actual Heat still buzzing.
Some singles. Working on some singles. Working on some undisclosed music. I can't talk about. But I'm also working on my next project. Like, the next album is called Eureka.
See.
Yeah, like, so I just thought, like, that title, like Eureka with the exclamation point.
Right.
That's the name of the next joint. So it's gonna be a little dark. It's gonna be pretty much, most of it's probably be produced by me, but I got a couple of joints by some like really heavy like producers. So, but I'm gonna probably use those too, but like mostly me, because I don't know, like I get my shit. So yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. It'll be a continuation of the actual Heat, but it's gonna be a little darker, a little wilder.
And when do you think that's gonna drop roughly?
I'm probably gonna drop it. I'm gonna probably drop it next year, because I got other stuff still coming out this year. Yeah.
You've been working, dog.
Man, I'm trying to, man.
Yeah, that's a beautiful
these bags under my eyes. I'll try, man.
Grind like the stone, bro. We're keep going. That's a beautiful thing. So we're gonna close it out here, but I know we're gonna have another time when we have to sit down again, because
I'm here.
A plethora of knowledge that we have to touch into. But where can people catch you or find you if they want to get in contact with you for whatever beat shows, features, blah blah blah?
You can catch me on all my social media. Like, you can catch me on Instagram at J Scienide. That's JSCIENIDE, and on Twitter. It's the same thing. It's JSCIENIDE. It's a play on the word cyanide. Yo, when you see it, you'll know. Like, on my Instagram, because it's picture fucking me smiling and shit. So yeah, you'll know it's me. Bandcamp, same thing. J Scienide, just spell it like that. All my social media is like that. You can also buy, I guess, like the actual Heat, Popular Mechanics. The Kev Brown album Drum Machine tape is set everywhere, like at you see HHV, Vinyl Digital, Fat Beats. Shout out to Fat Beats as well. Like all these different places. Also like it's different continents anywhere. You can just find my music everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, all that shit, yo, everything. Amazon Music, Google. I don't know anybody that goes to Google.
But it's there if you need it.
It's there if you need it. Yeah, so like it's everywhere.
There's one other thing I forgot. I did have my other question, which I said that 4 questions ago. I had only 2 questions, but this was the question.
Yeah.
Advice for any up and coming producer, rapper, artist, anybody trying to get into this thing that we call hip hop.
Yo, stick to your guns. Yo, don't really. Man. Yo, learn how to stick to your guns, but learn how to fucking take criticism. Especially like, learn how to take that, because a lot of people will get sensitive these days, yo. Learn how to take criticism, stick to your guns. If you like a creative and stuff like that, keep creating, because like I ain't gonna even front, like this is like I like a long time ago I stopped doing it and I came back into it. I didn't know what I was doing. I remember I dropped a single, like Call It a While. I tell people this all the time, sometimes before I perform it. Like, I just threw it out there to see what people thought about it. I remember I threw it out at midday on like lunchtime, like one day. It was the first single I ever put on my SoundCloud. By 6 o'clock, I was doing interviews in Berlin. So yo, just stick.
Wow.
Yeah, stick to your guns. Stick to what you know. Yo, listen to like if you got an older hip hop head or somebody, yo, listen to them. Listen to that knowledge, yo.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Like listen to them, like man, but like really just stick to your guns. Just stay creative. That's
Dope.
it. Yeah.
Dope. Finn, tell them where to find you.
MC DJ Finn on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you follow the Gold Era Instagram. Go to the website, check out all the music, vinyls, tapes, merch, all that shit. GoldEraMusic.com, not Golden Era. GoldEraMusic.com.
And I want to say one more thing. I want to say shout out to the whole GTA, Toronto massive, yo. Toronto's showing me like a lot of love, man. I've been like a fan of everybody that I come across, like with like since I've been coming here. Like everybody's nice, man. It's like it's nice, yo. It's nice to be able to like work with all these artists here and stuff like that. And it's like I'm saying, I really think Toronto is the next the next big shit, yo. It's the new shit, yo. And thank you for Canada for giving us you can't do that on television.
Oh, legendary show.
Slime.
Classic Slime.
Yeah,
what is it if you said and you got, I don't know?
I don't know. The Slime Code, yeah.
Oh,
we used to love, we used to love that show, son. Yeah, we used to watch this shit all the time.
I didn't even know it was out there.
It was
probably because Degrassi was out there. So.
Yeah, that too. Like I remember Degrassi. It's wild. Like the first time I came here, I did a photo shoot with this dude, and like we walked past like somebody's Degrassi High, somebody's house or something that was on the show, and he told me, I was like, oh man, I remember that.
Wow.
I remember when Spike, what are the girls' name? When she got pregnant. She got pregnant. Remember when she got pregnant?
That's like some of the most.
That's before Drake.
Shows.
Yeah,
because that's before Drake.
That's like Jimmy Jeremiah and that
Monday.
Yo, I'm like,
and Wheels and Snake and those guys.
Yeah. Wow. Snake. Yo, see,
in middle school, those guys came to our school on some sex education talk, and it was like,
are you serious?
They were like the biggest thing to our school. The school rushed.
Yeah, when the teacher didn't want to teach, she'll wheel in the VCR and watch Degrassi sometimes.
It was ahead of its time in a lot of ways. Still,
yo, it was. It's not another. It was a show like that. So, but I gotta give it. I gotta give it to y'all for that. We used to watch that. You get on television. It was the dude who. It was one dude on that show, and he used to be the cook, and he'd make the nasty shit, and they'd be like, yo, I don't want to eat that. The barf burgers.
Barf burgers.
Yeah.
And there was flies all in the
all in there. Yeah. That shit was funny,
Can't
man.
really remember that shit.
Bringing back memories,
Yo,
bro.
I don't know how I remember. I think because I was watching some of that shit on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're going to make me go and watch it.
Barf
I'm
burgers.
watch my
You gonna go back and watch it. You gonna go back and watch it, yo. Watch.
What the hell? You can't say. Anyway, yeah, you know where to find me. Slang you on every blood clot thing. This is the Lab Chronicles, and we are J Scienide. Thank you for coming through, bro. And we out.
Of course. Peace.
Ah.